Hi everybody, gonna go see the new Marvel movie, Fantastic Four. Gonna go see it at the local cinema just down the road. Hopefully it'll be good. Let's check out the review in a second.
I really enjoyed that though.
To watch it at the cinema, I went with my flatmate, and I found this to be really hilarious, that I thought it was a pretty good movie, pretty solid movie, not particularly sort of, stunning or not particularly rubbish, but my flatmate absolutely hated it. And then sort of going online after and sort of checking all the different websites, I didn't think there'd be all this hatred for it. I thought, it's kind of in that same sort of ballpark as sort of Superman Returns, the Ben Affleck Daredevil or Ang Lee's Hulk, where, pretty middle of the road, 2.5 out of 5 sort of films there. I thought most people would kind of like it. And then just going on, like I used to always go on a lot of message boards years ago, but every so often I think I love coming back in from the cinema and thinking, I'll just go on IMDb, see what people are saying about it, or just going on different places and just seeing people, it's the worst film ever, I hope it flops really bad. And I'm thinking, oh wow, just kind of one of those things where I don't think just like sort of when I was growing up and you weren't spoilt for things like this, they weren't just everywhere. But I remember being a kid and just being so sort of, like with the 70s, is it Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man and the Dolph Lundgren Punisher and the original canon movies, Captain America. And now our comic book movies are just everywhere. And I'm not saying just people should just watch anything and be grateful for it. I am kind of. No, but it's just one of those things where I thought people go, yeah, it's an okay film, sort of take it or leave it kind of thing. But just how everybody's really ripping into it, and then reading like that there is supposed to be this like director's cut version of it and things like that. And this is a phrase I've found myself saying a lot recently. I feel like some films, almost you get fake films and real films, and you get films that are kind of old-fashioned, and I felt this film was very old-fashioned in terms of the pacing. People are saying the pacing's bad, but I thought the pacing was just slow, for want of a better word, and maybe even probably better phrasing is maybe gentle. Just kind of just lulls you along, and you see the characters coming into it. And I thought the way like Reed Richards and Ben Grimm were, like, you could tell they were like really good friends, and the way he was texting him saying I'm still thinking about you and all this kind of stuff, and then the way like Sue and Johnny Storm were sort of brought into it a bit slower than I was expecting. And I kind of love that editing, that perfect bank holiday type of film where you just sort of watch it on TV and just let it wash all over you. And the one thing I think this has really made a lot of people hate it is it doesn't fit in directly with a lot of the newer Marvel films. Like, there isn't a scene where somebody comes in and mentions the Avengers, or somebody says, oh, we need a lawyer, get Matt Murdock, or something like that. And then, of course, spoilers by the way, there was no Stan Lee cameo, which I was a little bit surprised about because he's in the previous 2 movies, which are here, by the way. I went to my local Poundland after I went to see Fantastic Four and picked up this for, £1. And this was the soundtrack to the previous 2005 Fantastic Four movie. What's interesting as well, it's got like people like Sum 41 on and Josh Stone. Remember Josh Stone? Yeah, but I think like I say, it's got that old-fashioned. Talk about not just the editing to it as well. I feel like it's a very hard concept now for a Fantastic Four movie successful. And I'm not saying the concept is bad. I just think a lot of comic book movies now, the characters are so much more angsty and all my parents are dead, and like they cool it instantly straight off the bat. But I think something like Fantastic Four, even the name is a little bit like, it's a little bit rubbish for want of a better word. And then you've got like, the main bad guy's name like Victor Von Doom, and I love all that stuff, and I think it's personally cool. But I think it's a lot more of a stretch, like, when these characters were, like, say, characters like Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent, you just go, yeah, I'm Bruce Wayne, okay, that's fine. Oh, who's your bad guy in Fantastic Four? Oh, it's Victor Von Doom. I mean, I think that's a harder stretch to go with. But I did like this film, again, I don't want people to take it the wrong way yet. I'm not saying, no, by any stretch of the imagination, it's the greatest film you'll ever see. I think it's a nice, solid comic book film. It had some great scenes in, like, when Johnny Storm was racing that Toyota MR2 around and things like that, and like I say, when they very first went to sort of Planet Zero, and or actually when they went back to it and sort of they saw Doctor Doom, and that's one great thing I thought as well. A lot of people criticising this movie for this reason, but I thought it was really cool. When the very end of the film, you normally get the bad guy's got some real convoluted plot why he wants to destroy the world. And I thought it was really good that it was like kind of, well, you're going to destroy my world, I'm going to destroy yours first. And I thought, oh, and this is something as well, and it's definitely worthy of a mention. One of my favourite, don't judge them on me, but one of my favourite sort of internet sort of review teams here, Two True Freaks. And this is about 3 or 4 years ago now, they did a review for The Black Hole, the 80s Disney movie. And one part in that, I think it was Scott Gardner said that he thought The Black Hole kind of reminded him of Fantastic Four. You know, that you've got like this group and they've all got like skills and powers and things like that. And then there was one part during this Fantastic Four where it made me think, oh wow, they mentioned the black hole in that. So it was a lovely connection. Oh, and another thing as well, I think definitely worthy of a mention is the score was by Philip Glass and Marco Beltrami. Can you believe Philip Glass, who did Cuyana Starchy and Candyman, among other things, has done the score for Fantastic? And that's something, again, that's not been mentioned at all. People saying, oh, it's this film, it's an absolute piece of crap. The score is by Philip Glass. That is amazing. I felt like I was going to sneeze. But that's so really cool. And the guy who did the voice for Homer Simpson there as well, Dan Castellaneta. But I'm sure there's some things I wanted to mention, but I'll put it in the blog post on sectreks.co.uk. And if you're a bit open-minded and you like your comic book movies with a bit more to them than just lots of cool explosions, check out Fantastic Four. It's the 4th Fantastic Four movie, by the way. And yeah, see you later.